Hey everyone, welcome back to the BSG Automotive channel. Today we're working on a 2013 F-150 that has dual climate control, automatic temp control, and it has a little problem where you have no control over the blower speed on there. It's all electronic on these systems. There's no manual knob on there. So it's staying in different positions at different times, and then a lot of times it's getting stuck on full blast, even when you turn the system off. So the system's totally off and the thing just goes whoosh, full blast in your face. Now the fix for it is the blower motor speed controller. It's a very simple fix. The part's about $60 or so. Looks a little something like this. And there's 2 screws and it comes right out. I'm gonna show you how to fix it today. Now this one right here is a perfect example of the different ways these can fail. It's stuck in like a medium speed right now. So the very first thing you want to do is get in here and test your negative and positive for fan speed buttons to make sure that they do respond. So the button responds and the module that controls them is receiving it also. The blower itself just is not changing. The other test you can do before changing that blower speed controller out is to turn the system off. Here on this one, it started going to a higher speed instead of just shutting the system off. That's another indication that the speed controller has failed. Let's go under the dash and change it out. All right, first things first, we're gonna take our key out of the ignition so we stop current flow to the blower motor speed controller. And then we're gonna come over here to the passenger side under the dash and we can start taking it out. Now there is a sound dampener shield right here, 2 push pin fasteners that you may want to remove for better access, but for me, right up and through here, I can get my hand and you can actually see the speed controller. So there's an electrical connector right here, push in that tab, pull down and get it out of the way. And then there's simply an 8mm bolt right there, and right there, and this whole thing slides right out. Now the best way to get up in there is just reach up in there with a flex head like that, 8mm, or a standard size socket like that and a 1/4 inch ratchet. Now the best way to see what you're doing and make this much easier is to actually take the glove box down and out of the way so you can look while your hands are underneath doing all the work. And this is how you're gonna get this glove box down. You're gonna open it, you're gonna take your contents out, of course, because they're gonna dump right out. We're gonna grab each side, okay? We're gonna squeeze together, and then it comes right down once it clears these by squeezing them in. And then it'll come right down, and we have a perfect access to look and see what we're doing while we're unbolting the speed controller. In the end, look at that view. So we'll disconnect the connector on there. Get it down and out of the way. Okay, so we have working room. And then we'll simply get up in here and we can see exactly what we're doing without cricking our necks. Just simply start taking them out. Now, of course, I'm doing this one-handed, so it takes a little bit longer, but you get the idea. It's very simple fix you can do yourself. There it is, all unbolted, and we can simply take it right out. It doesn't take that much. And then going back in, same exact way. So get it up in there, and align it, and it'll kind of fall right into place like that, bolt it back up. Now, a word of warning here, many people get excited, they are gonna fix their car or whatever, and they take that speed controller, they plug it in and let it sit here and dangle, and then they go to test it out, okay? What that's gonna do is actually gonna fry that speed controller's electronics internally because there's no airflow going across it in the blower case here. There's a reason why it sticks in the blower case. They want airflow to go past those fins so it doesn't burn out, okay? It's a current limiting device. So you're gonna ruin your new one. So wait until it's installed before you clip it in. All right, everything's bolted in down below, good to go, ready for a post check. So let's go over here and turn the key on, let the system power up. Well, that's a good sign. The system is off and there's no blower activity. So that's a good sign. That's the first check you wanna do. And go ahead and turn it on and we'll make sure it responds to our commands. So let's go to low speed first and then ramp it up. full blast, comes back up, take it back down, it holds and works. Another final post check, turn it off. Yep, sure enough. It's a very common failure, but luckily the part doesn't cost that much, and it's very easy to get down in there and change it out. I hope this helped. I'll see you guys next time.